Volunteers are the lifeblood of the American Red Cross. Without them, we can do nearly nothing.
That's what we're doing here today, is we are saying to our volunteers, thank you for your time, for your efforts, for your energy, and thank you to your families, because our families are just as much as a volunteer as you are yourselves. So I hope you enjoy today. Thank you again from the bottom of our hearts for all the hard work that you do.
I just can't say enough about our wonderful volunteers that do such a great job for us. They come in, they give their own time to help others. Some of them give several days a week, some of them do several times a month. I just can't say enough. I love them.
I have enjoyed meeting all of our wonderful volunteers. Our drivers are just incredible.
I just want to thank all the wonderful volunteers that helped us out. Last year we were able to provide more than 15,000 trips to more than 700 people, so a big thank you to all of the volunteers.
We in the Financial Development Department are so very thrilled to have the volunteers that participate, particularly in our events. If we did not have hundreds of volunteers for our golf tournament and our humanitarian luncheon in the spring. We are very grateful. Also, during time of disaster, we utilize volunteers for our phone-a-thons and telethons to help us raise money critically needed for those who have been impacted by those disasters.
And quite honestly, I could not pull off either event without volunteers. It couldn't be done. I need as many hands as I can get, and I truly, truly appreciate their help.
Over 91 cents of every dollar that we raise actually goes toward our cause, and that's because of volunteers like you that make it possible.
Volunteers mean so much to us. Not only are they strategically important, they are very important to our communities. Understanding the culture, understanding the people around them, they're their neighbors. They know them better than anybody else. And having them come at all hours of night is so important. Someone told me once that this is their Katrina. And it is their Katrina. It might be the worst thing that's ever happened to them in their lives. And having somebody familiar, having somebody who knows and understands this, all those things are so important. And without our volunteers, we wouldn't have that. That's why volunteers are so important to me. That's why volunteers are so important to the Red Cross.
We can't do what we need to do as an agency, as an organization, without their volunteer support. And we appreciate and love them all.
It meant the world to us to send out volunteers from our area. To help and be able to spread our knowledge out and help those people that have been affected by such a devastating storm.
I'm so thankful to be a part of a program where I can work with volunteers to help me out with the follow phone calls, to go ahead and do outreach, and just simply work very closely with the service members that who are serving our country. Thank you very much for your support for the organization and from all of the folks that you guys work with.
And I just wanted to give them accolades and high fives for all they do around here. They tend to do a lot that is unseen, reaching out to thousands of people every year, kids and adults, about community disaster education. They recruit volunteers. They respond to disasters. They're out there and they help the clients when they've been impacted. And I just wanted to take a moment to recognize them for all that they do, the things that are seen and not seen on a regular basis.
I would like to thank all of the volunteers for all of the hard work and dedication and effort, and always coming in with an enthusiastic attitude, and always being ready to go and taking care of all of the sick and ill people that we see at all of our events, and always having a great time together.
So I just want to say thank you to all of our First Aid Services team volunteers here in Columbus. You guys do an awesome job going out and supporting all of the events that we do here in Columbus. So we wouldn't be able to pull off all those races and football games and sporting events without all of you guys going out there and taking care of those patients. So thank you all very much.
They work in a variety of different programs with us. They help transport clients with our community transportation program. They also help in emergency services, doing client casework and training. And they also help us day to day in the office, doing volunteer connection and working with our volunteers.
I get to see smiling faces every day, people that pop in just to say hi or to see if I have any candy, or just to, you know, see how my day's going, or to give me a piece of gum, or you never know. And it's something that I treasure.
The internship program here at the Red Cross is vital to our success. We do so many things here utilizing volunteers, and having interns here in the building brings energy and enthusiasm to our services, and also helps us fulfill our mission. So we're really grateful that we keep building and building on our internship program. And it's something that I hope to see we keep doing, because it's just another great aspect of volunteering and partnering here at the Red Cross. You know, the American Red Cross has the most terrific, dedicated, compassionate, and caring volunteers of any organization. We are so fortunate here in Central Ohio to have volunteers willing to do so many amazing things to help people in need. The Red Cross simply would not exist without our volunteers. And as I always tell folks, as a paid staff person, it's our job to provide some training, raise resources, and then make sure that we get out of the way for all the great work that is done. Volunteers are woven into the fabric, the DNA of who we are as an organization, and frankly, Red Cross would not exist without them. I want to thank our volunteers and interns from the bottom of my heart. You guys are inspiring, your enthusiasm is contagious, the work you do in our community is essential. It makes the Red Cross possible. So thank you for making the Red Cross such an important part of this community, and thank you for doing all you do to make our community a better place to live.
Thank you, volunteers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks to all the volunteers.
Thank you.
Thank you, volunteers and interns.
Thank you, volunteers.
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 Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, volunteers.
Thank you, volunteers.
Thank you again from the bottom of our hearts for all the hard work that you do.